Hi, this is Steven from the Airborne Toxic events, and we're in Leeds today. And we decided to do a blog about our first concerts or favorite concerts, if our first concerts are too embarrassing to admit.
The first major concert that I ever went to was Primus.
The first concert I ever went to was at the Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, California, which is near San Francisco. I saw REM.
It was in Tempe, Arizona. I went with my dad and some friends. Well, my dad took us. I wouldn't say I went with my dad. Mike Watt opened.
Sonic Youth opened. It was the Monster Tour.
And I was actually we did a show with the Stooges in Philadelphia, and I was gonna tell Mike Watt that I saw him get booed while he was playing with Primus.
It was a great show. REM was great. I had never heard of Sonic Youth up until that point, and they actually blew me away, but the audience was a bunch of kind of, you know, REM fans that ended up booing them at points. I heard comments from the grass, you know, like, oh, when is this band going to be done? But, you know, I dug it. I thought it was pretty cool.
I smoked weed and went home with my father. My father was very upset that nobody offered him drugs while he was there. He said it was way different than the 60s.
When I was 13, I went to my first concert. It was by a small band you might have heard of called U2. Opening for them were the Sugar Cubes and Public Enemy, strangely. Coincidentally, the first CD that I ever bought was Public Enemy's Fear of a Black Planet. I had never heard of Sugar Cubes before, but I thought they were really good. The rest of the crowd didn't think so. By the middle of their set, I remember everyone was just booing the band off the stage, which I thought was pretty harsh. There was this little elfish elfin. There was a quirky elfin girl bouncing around the stage, whom I would later learn was Bjork.
My favorite show of all time that I ever went to was probably The Cure at the Forum. It was on the Wish tour. They played so many of my favorite songs. 100 Years off Pornography, Letter to Elise, which was off the Wish record, which I really liked a lot. They played a bunch of stuff off Three Imaginary Boys. My jacket was stolen, and I didn't even care. We actually left our seat. We asked someone to watch the jacket. When we got back, the people we asked to watch the jacket and the jacket were both gone. But it was worth it to me because I got to see what was my favorite band of all time.
So, excuse me. I think my favorite classical moment was we were rehearsing this big, scary Shostakovich symphony. You're just playing these big, sarcastic chords, and we were rehearsing this, and we were in a church in Mexico. It was with my youth orchestra. Right at the break, I went outside with a couple friends, and this massive earthquake hit. All these kids came running, screaming out of the church. I could see the thing just shaking from side to side. When everything quieted down, we went back in, and it just really seemed to fit what the music had been saying.